Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Have you been following along with the squares? Nancy, Jackie from Crochet ADHD has a make along hip to be square where you're doing 2 squares a month, any size, any pattern, knit, crochet, woven, it doesn't matter. And then it's a year-long knit along, crochet along, make along, whatever. And at the end of the year, you're able to put all your squares together or into one project or multiple projects. It really depends on the size of your squares. It doesn't matter. That's up to you. That's the fun part of it. If you want to make little tiny squares like this and have it a doll blanket at the end, you do it. Well, I wasn't going to join in, but then I did. I'm making squares. But it's because there's another designer, Anne Regourd. She is on Ravelry. I'll have her linked down below. She's doing 52 squares, right? Patterns, and they are available free for the first week. So this one, I'm going to look at the dates to make sure I give you the right date. This is square number 10, and it is free from March the 4th all the way till Sunday, March the 10th. But she's also Paris time, I'm Colorado time. So if I were you, I wouldn't wait until the 10th because your time zone might be different and you think you got plenty of time and you don't. But you can always buy the pattern if you're interested. So I got this, look at this. So this is square number 10, right? Just that open, lacy work and everything. So of course I started it. Well, we know I started it. I didn't get very far. Well, I did. Whoa. Haha. I dropped it. All right, so I am on round 19. There are 46 rounds of pattern. I think there's 46 rounds of pattern on this one too. And then you're doing your garter stitch border. So I'm on 19 right now. But look at that. Look at those big holes. Those are double yarn overs. Aren't those cool? So it's just a nice lacy look. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, you can see I just put this on my circular needles. So I've got all 4 points marked out for me, and I am going with that. So this is an easy one. It's a comfortable, easy one. You're doing some cross stitches, nothing too difficult, and I'm having fun with it. So this is my 5th one that I'm making because I didn't start this at the very beginning because I didn't realize what was going on, and I was not gonna fall for the squares. I fell for the squares. So if you're new here and you don't know what yarn I'm using, I am using Joanne Big Twist. And what I have found out is I'm able to get 2 squares out of 1 full skein. My squares have ranged from 75 grams to I think like 82 or 83 grams. It depends on the pattern. So this has 170 grams, something like that, 170 grams. So I'm easily able to get 2 squares per color. Now what and so far I haven't duplicated my colors yet because I was using partial skeins. Perfect. Now I get to do is figure out, once I'm working on these squares, I have 4 done now, I can start putting them together. I don't think I want to quite put them together yet, but right now I'm trying to work in my mind because I can put them together just straight from edge to edge. You know, either sew them together, crochet them together, come up with some fancy way of making them stick together, anything short of glue, staples, and tape. Just don't do that. Don't do that. The staples would work, but they'd be pointy, but it would work. So, you know, coming up with some other way to attach these, and then what do I want to make with it? Do I want to make multiple blankets, smaller blankets, and donate them? Probably. Is I'm going to definitely make blankets for Camp Boggy Creek again this year. And if I'm already making these squares and having fun, that'll work. And then, you know, on that, then I'm coming up with, wait a minute, mine blocked, since I'm using this worsted weight yarn in size 8 needles, my squares are about 16.5 inches square. You know, if you use different yarn, different needles, you'll get around that 12-inch square that the designer talks about, but I'm just having fun. It doesn't matter. So I've got that. And if I put both of them together, you know, if I put 2 together, it's going to be about a 33 inch. Okay. Well, for Boggy Creek, if you want the children to be able to get the blankets and be able to take them home with them, there are certain size requirements, right? They'll still get to use them at the camp, but they wouldn't be able to take them home unless they were a specific size. And that's 35 to 40 inches wide and 40 to 50 inches long. Okay, so then I'm looking at, well, mine are about 16.5 inch square. All right, so, that's right there is going to be, give or take about 33 inches. And the only reason I'm saying give or take, yes, that adds up to that, is there any more stretch? I've got them lightly blocked, but are they going to stretch out a little bit more? That type of a situation. So I could easily do a border around to add the extra couple inches and then do a 40 by 40 square. But if you've been around for a little bit, there's something about me that wants to make these things rectangle. I don't know why, when a square is easier. So then I'm trying to figure out how I would go ahead and do that and use these squares. So either way, I'm going to have a blast doing this and coming up with ways to do this. And do I do blankets with 4 separate colors? Or do I do them with 2 colors, 2 squares, or, 2 squares right here, the 1 color, and 2 down there? That sounds boring. But, something. Or do I do them all the same color? So far, I've not done that. But all the same color per blanket, and then however I attach them or add things to it to make it, get it up to the particular size, that would be what I need to do. I don't know. So that's what I'm working on. I'm having an absolute blast doing so. Make sure you go and grab pattern number 10 while it's free. If you have any inkling that you may in one day in the future want to make a square, go ahead and grab it. This is a lot of fun. It is really, really enjoyable. Just having a blast, I've been doing this as soon as they come out. I'm over here going, where's my square? I want to cast on. I got things to do. So hopefully you're enjoying this. I have no idea what's coming next week. Every week it's been a surprise. It's been a lot of fun. It's something else to look forward to. And I may or may not have just ordered more big twist yarn, but we'll talk about that later. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.